Now you wouldn't dare think I would send you to bed without dreams of festive heroes dancing in your head. Ready your sleighs, stuff those stockings, and prepare your chimneys for part 2 of the 2019 Knights of the Rolled Table Holiday One-Shot.
I turn into a crocodile.
That would be the signal.
Okay, there's the signal.
And when he does that, I cast Festival of Lights.
Oh. What spell is that?
It is Fairy Fire.
All right, it lights up. Mutton has turned into a crocodile. It turns around, and I'll let you make a surprise action round.
I'm going to bite him.
Bite away.
It's an 8 to hit.
Misses.
Yep.
All right, so the crocodile, he backs up a little bit there, and it is time to roll initiative.
Oh, yeah.
My sweater is off. Let's play.
Initiative.
Dungeons and Dragons. Initiative is set. First we'll have Borealis.
Yeah.
Then we'll have our 3 evil enemies. Then we'll have Mutton, Sergeant Roos, the elf allies, and finally Dez to round us off. All right, so Borealis, it is your turn. You are ducked behind one of the conveyor belts in this workstation. There's imps flying above you, about 5 to 10 feet. One is kind of near where you guys are, over on the, we'll call it the left side of the factory. There's another one flying over on the right side, and then the bearded devil on the back side.
And since we have the advantage on the bearded devil, I will cast magic snowballs.
Please clarify. Is that magic missile?
Yeah.
What is that in the
You
regular
create
realms?
3 glowing snowballs of magical force. Each snowball hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A snowball deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage. All at the bearded goat.
Devil.
Yeah, whatever. Maybe I'll use 1 on the stupid goat. That's a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
9. So 12 damage of magical snowballs. Smack into the bearded devil.
You added the plus.
Out of nowhere, these magic snowballs fly up. The bearded devil takes the hits, wipes the snow off, and then goes, find them, destroy them. And as that happens, the 2 imps just disappear, and they're going to go invisible. The bearded devil looks around, and seeing where they came from, he is going to, there's a crocodile right behind him.
Regular size crocodile.
A big crocodile. So he is actually going to, he's going to use, he takes his beard and he whips it at you, and he's going to go for a 10 to hit.
My armor
against
class
alligator
is 12.
That will miss. But you didn't see this before, but he actually has a giant glaive with him.
You missed the giant glaive.
I mean,
the 6 foot tall glaive.
You guys didn't see it.
Just a subtle pole arm. It was.
Yeah.
It blended in with the industrial sort of the industrial.
Yeah. It was actually on the rail.
Yeah.
He pulls it out of a Mary Poppins bag.
Yeah. And he will swipe at you for 11 with that.
Still have an AC of 12.
All right, he hits down on the catwalk. You just hear a ting, and he goes, "Ah, dang it!" All right,
Swing
and,
my little glaive on the catwalk. Boom, 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 boom.
Mutton, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try to bite this guy again.
All right, bite away.
That's 11 that time.
Nope. All right, great. You snap at it. He moves out of the way like the little devil that he is. All right, Sergeant Roos. Yeah.
Okay, well, I will use my full movement 30 feet. I will run up towards the mustachio, and I will pull out my short sword, and I will say, "Have at thee!" And I will make an attack with advantage with my short sword.
Very well, do so.
Natural 1, so 13 to hit.
13 hits.
Oh, very good. 12 piercing damage, and because I am a white elephant of the frost arctic nature, I have an ability called Cold Shoulder, so I can add cold damage to my sneak attack, which 6 of that 12 is now cold damage.
So you land the hit. You feel like even though you were able to stab at him, it didn't quite land as much as it could. There might be some sort of resistance to piercing and cold damage, but still, he winces at it and now has his eyes on you.
I'd like to take my bonus action to hide.
Okay, you just follow.
I will jump back towards I have like 5 extra feet of movement. I'll just kind of step back, and there's the other crates, and I will pull my hood up and look like a bunch of crates.
Okay, very good, very convincing. Now it's the elves' turn. 3 of them, they're looking around trying to find those imps, and 3 of them go, "Let's get the others out." And they go over and they're gonna try to smash the chains of the other ones, and it takes them a little bit, but they get another 2 of them free. The other 3 run up right beside the crocodile, and they kind of look at each other like, let's go with the bearded devil. And they make attacks on him, and one of them lands. You see him just come up, flip the sword around, and just lunges at him. Does a critical hit.
Ooh, yeah.
And lands a solid hit, even though the resistance is there. Still does some good damage to it. And now the bearded devil's really looking angry. Now it is Dez's turn.
Dez will jump across the tables toward the bearded devil.
So if you're going kind of the front way on the...
Yeah, I was like bounding down the
All right, roll in athletics just to see how cool you make this.
parkour. Could I do or acrobatics?
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's kind of my
Perfect.
thing.
Yeah.
21.
Go, gadget
One.
legs.
All right, like a ballerina dancer in Swan
Steroids.
Lake. It's
Oh.
just boo, boo, boo.
The Nutcracker.
The Nutcracker.
I'll punch him in the face.
And punch
in
him.
the face. No, I'm actually gonna punch him with one hand and then use my hand axe with the other and slice down on him.
Rad.
First one is 13 to hit, and the second one is 22.
Both hit.
So the first one is 9 damage. The axe does less damage than my punches. I guess 8 damage with the punch. So that's
Okay.
17 damage total. And then I'll use flurry of bows. I'm gonna pull out some like wrapping paper, and I'm gonna just start hitting him with it. I guess is how
Okay.
that works.
Perfect.
Flurry of bows. So 20 to hit on one, a dirty 20, and then the other one is 12 to hit.
So the 20 will hit.
20 will hit. So the first one is 8 damage. The second one is 9 damage. So 17 again. So 9 damage again. Bludgeoning.
All right. So coming out of nowhere,
Bows. Bows
Dez
everywhere.
Just boom, punches, bam, slashes, boom, punches, slashes, and it just backs up, and eventually the crocodile and everybody else just lands the blows, and the elves he falls over, and just as soon as they're just hitting him, and falls to the ground, he can't take it anymore, and just explodes into a bunch of ash and fire, and just sizzles away into the Northcropolis night air. He
Just
is
as-
defeated.
I calculated.
Borealis, it is your turn.
Do we see any imps?
No.
Okay. Well, I got nothing. I look for imps. I look for signs of imps. And if I don't see anything, I shrug and like free some other elves, I guess.
Okay, well, here's what I'm going to say. On the turn, what's going to happen, Borealis, you're down there, and suddenly you see an imp just appear right in front of you, and he makes an attack at you. 14 tries to hit you with his flying barbed tail.
Nope, armor.
All right, it bounces right off, and he goes, and is flying right in front of you. The other one, you see actually like the outline, kind of like in a video game when you like light an invisible thing on fire, and you just see like the outline of the sprites on it. You see this like flying imp like kind of come into the cube, and then it like kind of stops for a sec and like looks around, uninvisibles itself, and then is going to attack Dez.
Dez, watch your back.
And that's going to be 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so you are going to take 7 damage. And inside your metalwork, you just feel some
Sloshing
liquid
around.
sloshing around there. You're like, oh, gross.
It kind of leaks out between.
All right, so then that will take us to Mutton's turn.
Wait, hold on. My turn was that instead they appeared and attacked other people.
You didn't tell me what you were going to do.
Well, if I can see them, I said I was looking for them. If I can
Well, they
see
didn't
them,
do
I
it
wanna
during
attack
your
them.
turn. All right, so you're ready to action to react to the imp in your face. Go for it.
Sure. If that's one I saw first, I'll.
Yeah, the one that's right up on you.
Makes sense. I will. What do I call it? Cat knocks over the Christmas tree.
Cat knocks over the
Which
Christmas
is shocking
tree,
grasp.
and you
Yes.
get a
Somehow.
drink
Great.
with
It's a 20.
me.
20, that'll do it.
It will lose reactions and it will take 6 damage.
All right.
And again, I'll back away from it.
You grasp it, you grab onto its tail and give it a nice jolt. It goes, "Wah!" and flies up, tries to get away from you. And so now it's Mutton's turn.
Yeah. And since they're all in the cube, we still have advantage on these things.
One of them is
Just one.
The one that's flying right
That's
in
what
front
I'm
of you
going
guys.
after, so that works.
Bite away.
All right. So Mutton will attempt to bite as a crocodile again. And 19 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, so then he is now, that thing is now grappled. It is restrained. And it also takes 5 points of piercing damage.
Sergeant Roos.
Oh, very good. The little imp creature that the crocodile has just attacked is on the ground.
It's in his. Are you like holding it in your jaws?
Yeah, it's in my mouth.
Yeah, it's in
its mouth, and it's very
in its
fire
mouth.
advantaged.
I'm like holding it up.
Yeah, you get like
Super
triple advantage. Like you can't miss. roll
Very good. I
roll
will
some dice.
take my rapier and I will attack it. 17 to hit.
Hits.
7 cold damage, but 6 piercing damage.
All right, so you land. You're just kind of flossing the alligator there. You just stab it. It feels pain.
But for colorful flourish, I will, as I run up, I will throw my rapier into my trunk, and I grasp it with my trunk, and I go, like stepping forward.
Very good.
Kind of stab it with my trunk.
Very fancy.
Throw
All
it back.
The elves that are around kind of. That's pretty good.
Parry.
Oh, very nice. All right. So then that's going to take us to the elves' turn. The two that are up there, they are also going to make attacks on the imp that's in the mouth of the crocodile.
Everybody take a shot.
And excellent. They take their stabs in there, and they're looking bad. The
Mutton's
other
holding him
one's
like
down.
a Werther's original.
I mean, pretty much like a peppermint candy.
One of those birds that likes to clean out crocodile
Yeah.
teeth, like comes up and pecks at it as well. Just like,
Yeah, everybody's getting their free shots.
All right, David Attenborough.
It is now Dez's turn.
it's beginning to look a lot like murder.
Dez will jump in the air and attempt to smash down upon the method. That was a 24 to hit.
Okay. All right. Everybody's kind of taking their turn, like carefully stabbing in, making sure not to hit the crocodile. Des just jumps up and lands right on the crocodile's mouth. You're going to take 4 damage from him smashing down on your jaws. At the same time, dark black and green bile just explodes out from either side of the mouth, like stepping on a jelly sandwich. And everybody now has disgusting imp juice on them. And you have that flavor in your mouth, Mr. Crocodile Man.
Can I? So there's one more. Is there one more imp left?
There's
Yes.
one more right down flying in front of Borealis.
So second attack. Can I throw my axe at it?
go for it.
Oh, 11 to hit.
Misses.
Ugh. Axe just.
Ding. Great.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to run as close to the imp as I can.
All right, you jump down. You're still going to be, you won't be in melee range, but you'll be able to move in the next.
I'll use a cheer point, and I'll use present defense.
Super.
Present. Defense active.
Awesome.
My arms go up like a Street Fighter character.
Perfect. Top of the order, Borealis, your turn. There's an imp right in front of you.
I'm going to attack candle that imp.
Do it.
Oh, it's a 9.
Oh, that will miss.
I probably have bonus actions somewhere in here, but I can't think of any. So
Okay.
Oh, wizards.
I back away, clearing the way for anybody to throw stuff at it without hitting me.
All right, with that, he's going to try and sting you again with his tail. And that's going to be, that's going to be a critical miss, my friend. So he's going to swing at you with his tail, but he's going to be a little too ginger with it and kind of float up like that and is kind of rotating in air like this. You get a attack of opportunity.
Ooh,
Borealis.
this has to be a melee attack. It's okay, because I'm a level 1 fighter. I'm going to hit it with my battle axe. 14.
That hits.
Yeah, that'll do 4 damage.
Great. That's
I rolled a 1.
it's not nothing. It's not nothing.
Nope, that was bonus.
Great. So you managed to slice it, and it kind of regains itself there. Mutton, your turn. Crocodile up on top.
Mutton's gonna uncrocodile himself as a bonus action. That was unpleasant, and he kind of spits out some imp juice. And then he'll, I will use Thorn Whip on the imp over by.
Hold on. Ribbon whip.
I will use Ribbon Whip on.
Tinsel whip.
Yeah.
Tinsel whip.
I'll use the tinsel on the imp, and
will
I
tinsel
will
whip
roll
the
for
imp.
that.
I will tinsel whip.
That's a nat 20.
Oh!
That will hit.
Well done,
It's a critical tinsel whip the imp.
All right, it's not going to be much damage, but so that's 5 damage, piercing. in case
you
that
double
matters. Yeah,
How much?
5. And if I want,
1 plus 2 plus 1.
if I want, I can pull it 10 feet closer. But
Yes.
Yeah, it would pull it right next to me.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna yank it 10 feet closer to us.
All right. It's floating right in front of Dez right now. So that was
Stupid
5.
imp.
And it is Sergeant Roos's turn.
Ah, very good. Well, I will take a ready stance, flick my feet back one at a time, and then start running at it, and I'm going to stampede. This is a Loxodon ability. So I will. I need it to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, that'll be a 3.
Oh, that's going to fail. Excellent. So I'm going to deal some damage to that. It's an 8. Very nice. Good. Yeah, so it's 8 bludgeoning damage with my tusks.
All right.
Just run up and tusk it.
All right. It was in the thorn whip there, and you come up, and on the machinery that's going up underneath it, you just smash it, and
It's pushed back 5 feet.
oh, very good. Oh, so you're like ramming it.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So I was thinking it was going to be like flat like a pancake and then come up and then pop back a little bit. But that's good too. So you ram it, it kind of flies back, it tumbles back over, and now almost kind of back right in front of Borealis there. It'll be all the elves' turns, and now a lot of them, some are freeing each other, some now have weapons. And they're coming up trying to slash at it. One of them does and lands a hit on it and actually cuts off part of its arm, and it's bleeding horrible pus everywhere. Ew. And yeah, it's super gross. It's not good, guys. And it's barely hanging on there. Its wing is damaged and it's floating there. And Dez, it is your turn.
Dez will grab the vile creature and slam it to the earth.
Great, roll it.
That is 23 to grab.
That will work.
That will grab.
That will do it.
We'll say 8 damage. I was like,
Great. You reach and you grab its tail and you kind of swing it around and then whap, blam, 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 hit it down on the ground, and it just
Hulk style.
Hulk style.
Puny imp.
Just knocked the bile and pus out of it, and it starts fizzing away and and is gone. And so, with that, all the elves around, a lot of them start helping each other get undone. They're kind of in like a frenzy, and they're coming up to you. Are you guys okay? Who sent you? What's happening? They intrinsically know. They say, tonight's Yule. We should start making the toys. Are you gonna free Santa Claus?
Oh, you mean he's actually been captive?
Tell us more
Yes.
about that.
The ogre came and he captured Santa Claus
Right.
and put him in the dungeon in the castle.
The ogre, the bearded man that we just defeated.
No, that's just one of his minions.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
talking about the giant ogre.
How giant is giant? Is it bigger than one of us?
Oh yes.
Oh,
Very
dear.
much bigger. Yeah, it's like a big boss at the end of the level. Big.
Where do you know where the reindeer are?
We don't know. I mean, they're normally kept inside under the. There's a stable in the castle. That's where he normally would keep them. But
Dear. Well, we have to
Now we don't
rescue
know.
Santa Claus. Santa Claus?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Interclose.
And then we have to find this ogre, and otherwise it's going to start all over again.
Well, we must do that. Before we go, if anyone is injured, and I hold out the 40, what did I call them? Holly berries?
Oh,
Good
But,
holiday.
but in good ways. Each one heals a hit point, so I'll offer them to you guys first. I don't think it helps you because you can't eat, right?
No, but they're magical.
Yeah, okay.
So it's still.
So anyone who needs them can take them, and that includes the elves. I assume it's going to get depleted so that they're gone, but I'm okay with
will
that.
take
All right.
a lot of them.
The rest I'll give out to the elves.
All right. They happily take them. You see like a lot of the life kind of come back into them.
Yeah. It also makes them feel very nourished.
Oh, great. Well, then they're feeling great.
Yeah, out of berries.
They say, we'll start making the toys. If you can free Santa Claus, we may as well have a Yule festivity. We got to start. Jerry, start that up. Okay, Bill, get that going. And they move all the things out of the way.
These
And-
weapons will make fine toys for the children.
No, we know how to make proper toys. We're gonna make them now. No more making Holiday Burton products.
Good luck. We
All
will
right, so
save the
you're
Santa
gonna
Claus.
stay here and make toys and not provide any assistance or anything to the raiding of the ogre monster, or
They kind of look at each other. And
Why
be
don't you
like,
go and free the reindeer?
well, why don't you do it? I think you're capable heroes.
all right.
No, we couldn't overthrow the bearded devil.
Toys.
We couldn't overthrow
Yes,
these guys.
It's important for them to make the toys for all of the girls and boys out there.
all right, fine. You guys make toys. We'll go down to the dungeon.
What else can you tell us about the ogre?
He smells bad. He's mean, and good luck.
Does he seem to have any weaknesses?
Not that I
Don't
not-
lie, I'll be able to tell.
Why would I lie to you? We're on the same team.
Just
I
saying.
think.
We are.
Do you have any weaknesses? Nope. Pretty tough.
But you were saying that you were making toys for the mayor, Sugar Plum. Is that correct?
Making weapons.
Well, yeah, for Holiday Burton. Yeah, the mayor, he's the one that came in and ordered the bearded devil to enslave us and capture us.
I have a thought. I'm believing I'm putting the piece of 1 and 2 together. If he's ordering this, I believe the mayor might have an ability to disguise himself similar to your ability, Borealis. And the mayor is actually none other than the ogre that we are trying to hunt. That's my thought.
That seems impossible.
Well, I've been an Inquisitor quite a while, so that's my first hypothesis.
Well, while we are here, we should free Sinterklaas, and then we can go defeat the mayor.
Yeah, he probably knows.
If anything, he deserves a good thrashing for ordering all these weapons. Actually, are any of the weapons magical?
Any of the weapons here?
Yes, that you've been making. You're elves. You have a bit of magic in your hands.
Well, yes, actually. The
Ooh, jingle bells.
the arrows, the special tinsel arrows, are specially made.
Whoa.
And
Excellent.
you could take the ones that we have here, and gives you a Holiday Burton tinsel arrow.
Oh, very nice. They explode with tinsel and garland.
Festive.
A pressure-sensitive tip. Okay, cool. So it's like a hollow point
Yeah.
with garland inside. Great. How many? Do I have a lot? 20?
You can
Standard quiver?
however many is you can replace any of your arrows.
All right, I'll
with that.
replace my standard quiver of 20 and put the tinsel arrow inside.
Let's go.
All right. So where to now?
To Sinterklaas Castle.
All right, so you guys, you cross through. You're going through, back out into the snow. It's starting to. It's definitely night now, and the morning of the Yule feast is just around the corner. And as you're seeing the Sinterklaas Castle, on closer inspection, you see that it's not made of stone or wood. It is in fact 100% made of gingerbread, and all of the pieces of it are. Icing and candy canes and chocolate, and it's all this amazingly ornate giant gingerbread sculpture. And some of you even try it and taste it. And yeah, it's real.
Not
This is
Des.
delicious.
Des
Not
does
Des.
not
He
care.
does not care.
This is quite good.
And as you guys kind of are able to come around, you see that where once there was a grand staircase and a big entrance in here that was very beautiful, it has all been kind of smashed in, and now the cookie has crumbled and made it such that it is all blocked up, and you can't go in the very front, large front entrance. But you see that kind of around the side, that down lower you see that there is an entrance to like a lower level of the castle.
As an experiment, cast on some of the debris Peace on Earth, which allows me to move sections of Earth around. I want to see if that will affect the gingerbread that would otherwise be made of stone if it wasn't gingerbread. A normal building that was, say, maybe made of stone walls could be moved by this cantrip. And I want to see if that works by just moving some rubble around.
And this normally just works on earth
Or stone.
or stone. All right,
Not
you
baked goods.
right. So you
But it
try
is-
to,
But it is Yule.
and nope, nothing's happening, man. It's all gingerbread, baby.
I should have taken mold baked goods. Go to the other entrance.
All right. As you're going down, Mutton roll a perception check.
Perception will be 13.
13. All right. As you're going down, you start to notice that kind of some of the snow here and some of the packing kind of around this entrance, there's kind of these two big double doors, wooden double doors down here. And based on the way that the kind of the tread is here, you think that probably this is where the reindeer would be kept through here.
We should go in here. We should talk to the reindeer and see if they have any ideas.
I'm sorry, talk to the reindeer.
I can talk to the reindeer.
All right.
I can't understand the reindeer, but I can talk to them.
You just tell them what to do? Yeah. So this good
One-way
reindeer,
conversation, you're just going to tell them, oh, you're a good boy.
Y'all don't know that.
But can you talk for them like Sven and Frozen?
They can understand the meaning of my words, but I have no special ability to understand them in return.
All right, so in the stables down below, it's very barren, it's very bleak, and it's very grim. And you see that there's actually nothing in there. There's not any animals, there's not any reindeer.
Where are the reindeer? I wish to free them.
He's looking for reindeer poop.
For poop?
Any reindeer scat?
Poop check.
Or yeah, no, just
poop
to
check.
see like if it seems like they've been there recently. So yes, I guess I would be checking for scat in that case. Or any other signs of like anything weird.
You can tell it doesn't look like there's been animals in here for a while. You don't see any immediate signs of them. As you're kind of looking through, in a dark part of a back corner of one of the stables, you hear a, ho, 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 who's there?
Hello, are you Sinterklaas?
I haven't heard that name in so long. And walking up towards the stable, you see that there's actually a cage that's around in this stable here. And coming up to it is this white-haired, with a long beard, very large, portly, and jolly-looking Aasimar man. His hair is kind of floating along, and he almost has a holy glow to him as he comes up to the bars, and he says, "Adventurers, are you here to save me?"
If you are Santa Claus, then yes. But if you are the ogre, then no.
Oh.
But you do not look like the ogre.
He's not the ogre.
I'm no ogre.
How
no.
do you come to be in this cage?
The ogre put me here. That and that evil Mayor Sugar Plum. Twist!
We are not surprised about this in the least bit.
Nobody saw it
I knew
coming.
it!
We will free you.
Can
What-
you give me some light and I could open the cage?
Yes, and I take my mantle of sunlight that I am shrouded in, and I make a bright light appear in a radius of 15 feet all around me.
How come everybody else has cool clothing?
I do not wear clothing.
Point of interest, Mr. Santa Claus.
Yes.
Is the ogre the mayor?
No, the ogre.
Have you ever seen them in the same place?
Yes, I have.
rats.
When they came and were extorting me, the mayor wanted me to build his weapons so that he could profiteer off of war in the Cinderlands, but I refused every single time. As you begin to try and use your tools in there, you just feel like there's not any mechanics that are actually working in this. There's some kind of magical locking mechanism here, and it just will not come undone.
Oh, dear.
And Santa Claus says, "It is magical locks. I have tried for weeks, months, years, maybe at this point, to try and break this open, and it can't be done. My power is reduced because I don't have my magical red hat, but this is a strong magical cage, and the only key is around the ogre's neck."
Of course. Unless you have the a spell or something.
I
Borealis.
can maybe identify the lock. Sounds like he knows what's up, though. Where's your magical red hat? Is it on the ogre's head?
It's in his armpits. He uses it to soak up his sweat.
2 more questions from me. 1, do you know where the reindeer are?
I imagine they put him in the hangar.
No one cares about the reindeer.
Some of us care more about the reindeer than others. And 2, do you know where we can find the ogre?
The ogre is upstairs in the Great Hall,
Let's go kill the ogre.
where I used to hold my Yule feast for the elves.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, goodbye.
Does not care.
Let us go. Let's
You will have a feast again, Mr. Santa Claus.
Yeah, feast later. Oh,
Let's-
wait, hold on, feast?
Wait, if you're going to face the ogre,
Yes.
I have something that might help, at least to bring you some holiday cheer.
Please.
He reaches into his cloaks and he hands each of you a cinnamon stick. A stick
Oh, very
of,
nice.
of pure cinnamon. Hand it down. Hand it down.
That
Take
one's
a-
not bigger. It just
Hand it
looks
down.
that way.
Hand
Take
it
a whiff
down.
of it in my
And-
trunk.
Here's the item description.
Santa Claus cinnamon stick. This unassuming trinket is a stick of dried cinnamon. It smells very strong, and its smell lingers on anything it touches for several minutes. Festive and maybe useful? Question mark.
It's just a straight up cinnamon stick.
Yeah.
Magical cinnamon sticks that smell like cinnamon.
Do these
Thank you.
explode or something, or what should we do?
No, but smell them. Oh, that's the good stuff.
It reminds me of the forest.
I have something for you. And I reach into my pocket and I pull out some of the leftovers from Mary's feast this morning. They're kind of like crumbly pastries. Here you go.
Oh, he takes it and
Enjoy.
he just shoves it all in his own. Oh, it's been so long since I've had good food. Thank you, heroes.
All right. Well, you're welcome. Well, catch you on the backside.
Okay, bring that key and we can save Yule.
Deal.
We'll head upstairs to the big hall sneakily.
Should we not free the reindeer first? Perhaps they could help.
We'll get to the reindeer later.
Santa Claus says, "Ignore the reindeer. The reindeer are fine. You don't need the reindeer."
We asked the elves to free the reindeer earlier.
They did not know where they were, but fine. We will go kill the ogre. Stupid ogre.
All right. So you guys start walking up a spiral staircase. You guys come up and you enter directly into the Great Hall, and it truly is great. The inside of it is 40 to 50 feet high in the highest part of it, and it has all these tables and benches that probably were used for a feast now pushed over to the side. It's decorated with big long pieces of garland and tinsel that now have fallen into disrepair. A big chandelier of candy swings empty as it sits there. Across the way from you on the opposite wall, you see the outline of a giant fireplace, one that is must be 15 feet wide and 10 feet tall, and a roaring fire is happening in front of it, inside of it. And in front of that, facing away from you, is a giant throne made of bone and sinew. And sitting in that chair, you just hear this crunching sound, this gnarling on teeth. And you just see a big hand reach over by the fireplace and pick up a big bunch of coal that's just piled up next to the fireplace, and you just hear him shove it into his mouth and crunch on this coal, and it just has this awful, like chewing on charcoal sound to it. As soon as you guys enter, the chair pushes back, and the ogre stands up and towers over this throne, 25 feet tall, and it turns around, and this giant creature has just a giant stature, as its body is covered in this gray, slimy skin with nodules and pus, zits all over it, and its horrible mouth that now has this black, slimy saliva dripping out of it, and his bald head and bulgy yellow eyes. He looks down at you, and he has this giant club in his hands, and he goes, ha, ha, ha. Roll initiative.
Wait, before we do that, as soon as I see him, I want to cast Secret Santa.
Ooh.
Which is True Strike.
Okay.
So it's just going to I gain advantage on my first attack roll against the target.
All right. Initiative. First we'll have Sergeant Roos, then Dez, then Borealis, Mutton, and then finally the horrible ogre.
Fine. I'm going to pull out my little short bow, and I'm going to say, "You, sir, I will never forget." And I will shoot my tinsel arrow at it with advantage. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so 25.
Ooh, yeah.
With one arrow.
Tinsel everywhere.
All right. So tinsel, and you hit it right up in the neck in one of its big double chin necks, and it goes over and
cold damage.
Cold damage
With the sneak attack.
All right, very good. And he is very bothered by it, even though it's such a small little tiny arrow. All the tinsel goes up and tries to pull it off.
And it explodes with tinsel and garland.
It just, he hates it. He just hates Christmas so much. He hates Yule so much.
And I'm going to run over to the side and use my bonus action to hide. And I say, "Ho, ho, ho, villain."
Where to go?
Where did Sergeant Roos go?
Dez.
Yule isn't about the presents, and I'm walking up. Yule isn't about the profits, and I'm walking up. Yule is about the cheer. And I'm going to punch him in the face.
Okay. All right. So as you walk up to him, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, 6.
All right. So you have disadvantage on attack rolls with ability checks.
Yule is a... I'm still going to run up to try and punch him in the face with disadvantage. 3 plus 9 to hit.
They will miss.
And then that is a 11 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, I'm going to use a cheer point, present defense, and I'll stand there at the ready.
All right.
Bring it on.
All right. Borealis.
I'd like to cast a spell I'm calling Goodwill Towards Men. And It consists of summoning a flaming sphere and slamming it into the ogre.
Awesome.
What spell is that?
Flaming sphere,
Goodwill towards men.
otherwise known as.
Goodwill towards
So I do that. It appears, and I use my bonus action to. I use my bonus action to slam it into him. He makes a dexterity saving throw against a 14.
Oh, fails.
Yeah, so 2d6 fire damage. 6.
All right, the big sphere comes towards it. It kind of hits it, and he pushes it away. All right, it is now Mutton's turn.
All right. Mutton is going to cast Enlarge Reduce on the ogre.
To make him bigger?
Reduce.
Okay.
I considered actually doing it on Dez and make him bigger, but I think I'll go ahead and do it on.
It'd be like a kaiju fight.
Yeah. I will.
Go.
I will attempt to reduce the ogre.
It fails.
Good.
Fails his constitution save?
All right. The target size is halved in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal. This reduction decreases its size by 1 category. So I assume it's now large instead of giant or huge or whatever. Until the spell ends, which will be up to a minute or when I break concentration. Then the target also has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. The target's weapons also shrink to match the new size. While these weapons are reduced, the target's attacks with them deal 1d4 less damage. That will end my turn.
Okay.
How's it feel?
All right, so first thing it's going to do, it is going to hold up its hand, and it's going to go like this, and it is going to summon. It summons 7 ice methods that appear all around in the Great Hall. So 7 have just joined in. I'll have them go after Gingerbread. The ogre will then swing his giant, what was giant, now is a pretty big size club down at Dez. 18? Yes.
You roll with disadvantage because I have present defense.
Oh, very good. So that'll be 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. All right. Swings. You definitely move out of the way. You are ready for it. And it is now Gingerbread's turn.
Get him, Gingerbread! In here where there's no wind, can he fly? Kind of flop around like a bat, or
Roll a just roll a d20.
3.
So no, he tries. He just kind of
Fine. It's fine.
He's able to kind of get a few inches.
I'm
off the
directing
ground.
him to like go up and distract the ogre, which will be the help action. He's going to get within 5 feet of it. He's pretty distracting, flopping over it, trying to fly. So that would be a help to give advantage to anybody attacking it.
All right, so now it's the Ice Mephit's turn. They are going to disperse around. So for everybody but Mr. Roos, they're going to come over and they are going to claw at you. 18 misses you.
19 AC, got a shield and chainmail.
Oh, boy, oh.
And
All
the
right.
defense fighting style.
The Ice Mephits come in and they are ineffective. All 7 of them. Not doing their end of the bargain here. All right, so then we move on. It is back to the top of the order, Sergeant Roos.
Well, I like this little cinnamon stick. I wonder what it would do. And I take the cinnamon stick and I rub it all over an arrow. I shoot it at the... I'm just like, maybe it'll make it smell better. And doesn't like the smell. Have at thee! And I shoot another arrow at the ogre. Oh, well, it's a 13 to hit.
Misses.
That's-
All right, the arrow goes wide.
But
and
cinnamon it hits the wall and goes...
Great.
Darned it all.
Faint smell of cinnamon. All right, Dez.
I hide again.
Dez will rub the cinnamon on his internals.
Okay.
Your intake.
My
valve.
intake.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Does it feel any better?
You don't smell the horrible stench of the ogre anymore. So you are
Ooh.
unpoisoned.
I feel so much better. And then I'm going to punch him in the face, or try to.
Great.
25 and 18 to hit.
Both hit.
So my axe comes flying out, and then I'm going to hit him for 11 damage with that, and then 9 damage with just a rocket punch to the dome.
He takes some hits from that, but he is still standing
Bonus
strong.
action.
Bonus action.
Cheer point. Flurry of bows.
Good.
Oh. A 2 and a 3.
You have the worst luck with those.
Jeez. Why do I bother? And yeah, now they're hitting us.
After the first hits, he takes a step back and you miss. Mm-hmm. All right. Borealis.
I'm going to use that as my bonus action is moving that flaming sphere. I'm going to slam it into the closest ice. Are they ice mephits? Mm-hmm. Okay. Slam it into the closest one. Are any of them close enough together that it would be within 5 feet of more than one of them?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, you can hit, I'll say you can hit 2 of them.
All right. I'll slam it into those 2. They will make their dexterity saving throws.
Oh, they don't.
So that's 6 fire damage to both. But they're ice mephits.
That's true.
12 fire
All
damage
right.
to both.
All right, 12 fire damage to both. When you do that, you roll over them and they just melt away.
And then I'm going to take my action. Whoa, what will I do? I'll just, because there's ice mephits out there, I'm going to use my action to attack Candle, another ice mephit. That's a 10.
Okay. You weren't going to use that thing that you were asking if you were going to use it?
Fine. All right. Let me think about this.
You would specifically asked if
There's something out there. Well, all right. So
you kind of got to
all right,
prove that it was less than 15
that
in the first bonus action.
retake.
Okay.
All right. As my bonus action, I'll aim at another ice mephit or group of them if they're in a group, and I will declare, "Better keep you in mint condition," and I will use Nick Kringle's candy wand to attempt to turn them into peppermints.
All right, great. You pointed at one, and as it's moving around, it just turns into a nice piece of candy right where it is.
Someone smash the candy.
All right, Mutton, it's your turn.
All right. Mutton places the cinnamon stick on the ground, turns into an ape, breaks the cinnamon stick in half, shoves it up his nose, and runs at the ogre.
Great. So you successfully avoid the stench with the cinnamon stick fully up your nose.
Yep.
And you can make an attack.
Actually, that's my action.
Oh, okay, great. It is now the ogre's turn. He is very upset. So he is going to swing his club since he is not summoning mephits. He has 3 attacks. He's going to go 2 on Dez and 1 on the ape. So the 2, we have 10 and we have 24.
Miss hit. Yep.
All right, so it'll be 9 damage to you with the big club coming down to swing at you.
It's larger than average.
It's a big one.
The club. Yeah.
Yeah.
Club.
And 13 to hit Mutton.
Yeah, so then that hits,
All right.
because I have an AC of 12.
Okay. 7. Gingerbread's turn. Gingerbread, what you up to?
Gingerbread will continue to distract the ogre by flopping around and doing his thing.
Great.
Advantage to the next attack on the ogre.
Awesome. All right, it'll be the remaining, 3? Ice Mephit's turn. They're going to try and concentrate their action. They're going to fly over to Dez. They perceive him as the threat.
As they
one.
should.
I got a 21 and a 20.
Both hit.
They're ready. Let's see, 5 damage and 3 damage.
Back.
And back to the top, it's Sergeant Roos's turn.
All right, very good. I'm going to take the cinnamon stick and hold it in the tip of my trunk nozzle, and it smells quite nice and festive, like pine cones in the east. And I'm going to take my short bow and say, "All right, let's try this again," and shoot, and try to shoot at him. That's 17, or not as much. 17.
17 hits.
All right, very good.
So 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 of that will be cold damage. 8 damage. And I say,
Mr. Ogre, it's beginning to look a lot like Yule time. Anywhere you are, and the mephits on the ground. Dex is probably going to pound, and I'll shoot you with an arrow, which will probably leave a scar.
This makes him very upset. As a Yule hating, yeah. He goes, "Roar, roar, get him."
I'm a magic initiate as a bard, so I'm trying to learn a little
Oh,
bit
very
hard stuff,
good. All right,
so I
Des.
have the
Des
spells.
will open up his compartment and pull out a rope. Des will attempt to run at the ogre and tie him up.
Okay.
Tie up his feet.
Okay.
Trying something a little unorthodox.
Empire Strikes Back style.
Yes, exactly right.
Great.
ATST nonsense.
Des, I have manacles. You need them.
So, because you're gonna need to do it like kind of subtle.
It's like a dex attack.
Yeah. So,
essentially.
you're gonna need to roll a sleight of hand, and let's have Gingerbread also roll a distraction, and see if you guys can kind of time this out. If we both pass it here,
What do you want me to roll?
just roll a d20 and add. Does Gingerbread have any charisma?
Well, do you want me to use owl stats or goat stats? Because I have both owl and goat stats.
Whichever one's higher, baby.
Believe it or not, goats are more charismatic.
You know, I believe
that's going to be a +1. So he gets a 16 charisma.
Okay,
13.
16 and a 13. All right, with that, the overwhelming charisma of Gingerbread, he's stomping around for it. You managed to slide it, and he is now has it on there, and it is attached to his foot.
Just one leg.
On one leg. It's wrapped around his ankle on his foot.
Okay. So
Now what do you want?
now I'm going to try and use my movement to just run around in a circle around him to see if I can't just like wrap up his legs together.
Let's say that happens.
Okay.
And it's wrapped up. You're still holding the other end of it.
Yep.
All right.
That is my turn.
That's your turn. We'll see what
We'll
happens.
see what that is.
We'll see what that does. Borealis, it is your turn.
Bonus action, flaming sphere into some more mephits.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throws.
Okay, so 2 pass, 1 fails. So you roll it over, and it's going to, again,
So with the vulnerability, it would be 5 to those that pass and 10 to those that fail.
all right, so they're, one of them's looking really rough, and the other 2 are still fluttering around.
So the one that's looking rough, I will attack Candle. Oh, that's a 25.
Ooh, that'll do it.
And it will take a 10. So 20 damage.
Holy macaroni. So
Less than 15. That's
it just, yeah, you just kind of smoke it. It just turns into steam. It's awesome. Mutton.
All right, Mutton is going to try to knock over the ogre. Since
Okay.
he's all wrapped up now.
First roll an athletics check to see if you can find the right amount of leverage too.
Okay.
Make pushing him backwards, which is what you want to push him backwards.
Yep. So that's 11? Yeah, that's an 11.
All right, and okay, let's do a strength contest now.
You roll it at disadvantage.
I roll at a disadvantage.
All right.
13.
That beats me.
He is able to remain standing. You weren't able to kind of get at a place that really made sense to.
All right. Then with my
push him
movement,
over.
I'm gonna go around behind him and crouch down.
Okay. Okay, great. So you're behind him. Des, you're somewhere.
I'm circling him. I'm probably in front of him.
All right, so because you guys are moving around, he's going to try and club at you. But
Sure.
first, he's going to have to do a dexterity save here. I'm going to have him do it at a disadvantage, see if he gets this. He's trying to swing around and get you, and he falls down. He's now prone right on his big fat gut. And
Oh, he fell forward?
He fell forward.
No,
yeah.
I'm just
So
hiding
you're,
behind.
You're okay. Yeah.
No, I'm just hiding. I was hoping he would trip over me, but that works.
Yeah, no, that worked out because you would have probably died. Gingy.
Gingerbread can attack. Gingerbread doesn't have a lot of options. So
Okay. We're here for
we've established that Gingerbread can't fly, so probably can't distract the ice mephits. So he's gonna get like right up to the face of the ogre and just like dance in front of him and make faces and bray at him, continuing to distract and give advantage.
All right, so Ice Mephit's turn. There are 2 left. So Des, they're going to come over to you. They're going to make some attacks.
Leave me alone.
15.
Misses.
Ooh, both of them miss at 15. Woo. So they're coming over. They're trying to get you, and they miss. Top of the order, Sergeant Roos.
I'm going to use insightful fighting as my inquisitive ability to try to help me out a little bit. So I'm going to make a wisdom check, and it's going to make a charisma check.
Failed.
14.
Failed.
Okay.
Super fail.
Real fail.
All right. So if I succeed, I can use my sneak attack against that creature, even if I don't have advantage on the attack. That definitely hits. That's 22.
Hits.
So 11.
Tinsel everywhere.
This place is just filling up with tinsel. All right, you get to pop one on the top of his head. He goes, oh, tries to pull it out. Just so much tinsel and garland. It's just so annoying. Anything else, Sergeant Roos?
Nope.
All right, moving on. Des
will approach the ogre and do 2 strikes down at him.
All right, you have advantage because
With
he's prone.
advantage. 20
Hits.
and 16.
Misses.
8 damage, slashing damage with the axe.
All right, you come up. He's lying down there. Blah, 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 blah. Hit him a bunch. It's
That's my turn. Just hit with the axe.
That's it. It's good. It's good stuff, baby. All right, rolling on Borealis.
I'm going to cast at a convenient point near the ice mephits. God rest ye merry gentlemen.
Yes.
What is its non-holiday equivalent?
Sleep.
Sleep. Great.
I'm going to roll 5d8. The lowest hit points first will fall asleep if they have less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 22 hit points.
They do. They both fall asleep.
Yeah. All right. They sleep pleasantly.
God rest ye, Mephit gentlemen.
Yes. And so the flaming sphere, I would like to hit the ogre, but it can't be within 5 feet of any of the people pounding on the ogre. So if there's some end of the ogre I can do that with, I'll send it over there. Otherwise, I'll maybe block the exit with it.
I'm at the feet.
I'm at the head.
You can just have it like
On the side.
just come up from the top and just boom, hit it and then bounce back up.
Right on his belly.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
Right on its back.
I mean, it's
Well,
huge.
dexterity saving throw,
big.
but it's prone and tied up and being beaten on, so I assume that's disadvantage or
It's you guys are really bullying it, really.
that would be only 3 points of fire damage.
Why don't you like the Christmas season?
He deserves it.
Yeah,
like
really.
Christmas nerd. All right, moving on. Mutton.
like the Christmas.
Mutton in orangutan form is going to leap onto the back of the ogre and then punch him twice.
Okay.
That's 23 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. That's 8 points of damage. And then for the second attack, it's a 13 to hit.
Misses.
Yeah, 13. And does nothing. And I'm just going to stay there. Make it even more difficult for him to get off.
Okay. The ogre has had enough of all this nonsense. Since you're on his back, he is going to turn around and throw caution to the wind and is going to do his fire-breathing breath attack on his back down towards the ape and to burn off the ropes as well.
How is he bending this way? I'm just trying to picture it. I'm not disagreeing.
Ogre physics. No, just
Okay, so
let
he's
it happen.
leaning over his shoulder
Yeah.
and breathing on me? Okay.
Yeah. And so that's going to be a cone right there. It's going to be a dex save, DC 16.
I do not make that. That is 15.
The flames come down, it burns away the ropes, and it's going to do, I just calculated in my head, 21 damage to you.
So how does that work? Does the splash over damage hit me? Okay, so then I take 9 points of damage.
Is noble gingerbread caught in the flaming breath?
He was kind of in the front part of it. It's about down when he was looking here, but when he turned around, gingerbread's fine.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't worry about gingerbread.
Thank
Why?
you.
Are you trying to get rid of gingerbread?
it's a hideous abomination that his gingerbread got evaporated. That would be fine. I can resummon him as something probably more horrible.
So he's still prone, right?
He's going to use his movement now that he is free to stand back up. Huge again and
not a good idea.
standing up again. And it is Gingy's turn.
Gingerbread flops about, and continues to distract. It's his specialty.
Can I rewind slightly because I wasn't expecting to be able to do anything because I was in orangutan form? Can I use a reaction on my turn?
On your turn?
No, when he hit me, since
When he hit you with the fire?
yeah.
Maybe.
As a gorilla?
No, because the remainder of the fire damage hit me, which I wasn't thinking about. Can I use absorb elements?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, which so it lessens the effect. So I guess it would have that 4, so I'd just get 5 damage. And then on my next attack, I can add a 1d6
Cool.
of the triggering type of damage.
That's
So-
awesome. All right, it is Sergeant Roos's turn.
Well, okay. I'm a little farther away from it. Are there any methods left?
No, they are gone.
Okay, I'm just going
There
to.
are, but 2 are asleep and 1 is a candy.
Not going to wake them up. So I still have advantage. I'm going to use my action to attack. 14.
Yep, misses.
Oh, rats. Confound it. And I hide.
Des.
I will attempt to jump in the air and Hadouken his chin. 18 to hit.
Hits.
16 to hit.
Misses.
7 points of bludgeoning damage to his chin.
Ooh, yeah. All right, you uppercut. Boom, got him. Now it's more of that horrible coal sludge comes out of his mouth and he spits it all out and he's stumbling around. Now looking much worse for the wear than he had before.
I will then use my movement to run away from him towards the lumps of coal he was chewing before.
All right, you move your way around. You're by the fireplace.
He can hit me because I'm running away from him.
He will attempt to do so. 15.
Misses.
Oh, he swings at you with his giant club, but misses. Can't quite land.
Down
there.
low, too slow.
Bori.
Magic snowballs. Flying out for 14 points of snowball damage.
Borealis focuses all of his energy on these snowballs. He crystallizes them in his aura around him. He launches them. The first one goes up, hits him right in the eye, and it covers up, and it gets right into the center of his head. The next one comes in, hits him right in the shoulder. You can see the cold just penetrating deep within, and the last one comes right into the belly, right into the gut, and it goes way deep, and it actually goes all the way through him. And the snowball comes out red and comes out red and like a bunch of slushies coming out, and the ogre stumbles around. He drops his club. He falls to his knees and hits the floor of the great hall, and he is motionless.
That was almost grosser than the goat owl.
It was all pretty gross. So,
Can you see the key?
Can I see the key?
Check his armpit.
I'll go up and inspect him for anything.
We need to find the hat as well.
Finding the hat or the key or anything else.
all right,
Or any gold he might have.
all right, you search around. You pull the key off. He has, sure enough, around his neck, he has the key on there. You pull it right off. It's
the
this
key.
nice big key there. He has kind of like a loinclothy thing on with a little satchel on the side. You're able to find the magic hat that he had, as well as a big sack of gold coins.
Look at this, boys. I found some money.
400,000 gold pieces, let's say, because
Gonna wreck you.
It's a bag of gold holding is what it is.
It's a
and
Yuletide miracle.
500 pounds of
Santa's
gold.
sack of gold.
I go and I smash with my battle axe. I smash the candy method.
Great. It is smashed.
Turn the other ones that are sleeping into candy.
the other
and
ones
then just
are-
smash those two.
I'm gonna
Great.
help out. I'm gonna
Deal
cast,
with those, yes.
I'm gonna cast one horse open shillelagh. Turn my quarterstaff, and then I'll help smash the little dudes.
All right. All the methods are dispatched. They're shattered remains all over.
Let's go rescue Sinterklaas.
All right, you guys head down. You unlock the cage. Sinterklaas is there, and he says, "Oh, thank you so much." And he puts on the red hat, and as soon as he does, magical rays of Christmas cheer emanate from him. Yuletide cheer, and his red robes are bright once again. And just as that happens, the elves run back in, and they say, Sinterklaas, we're ready. We have all the toys." Sinterklaas says, "Oh, friends, thank you so much. We can finally make Yule happen." And you all step out into the Northcropolis, into the area, and you see that, oh my gosh, the sun's already starting to rise. And Sinterklaas says, "I don't think I can do all the toy deliveries on my own. Will you ride in my sleigh and help me deliver toys on the Yule morning?"
I would want nothing more than to ride on your sleigh.
Of course, it's the least we could do.
I cast guidance on Sinterklaas, and then I hop in the sleigh.
All right, you guys head over to the hangar by where the sleigh is.
I mean, you know what they say, when elephants fly.
Mutton, you see the cages and you open them up, and the reindeer instantly are licking your face, and
My friends, you are free.
and they get in line in front of the sleigh. You all hop on board. The toys are loaded up, and Sinterklaas takes off. You fly into the air, and you disperse the toys magically, and it's going all the way through. And lastly, as you're making your way around the longhouse, you see that the mayor down below is stepping out, and he goes, "No, thank you, Sinterklaas."
I shoot him in the face.
And you...
I cast on the mayor, dismantle capitalism.
Oh, very good. And with that,
Turn him into
instantly, all of his gold coins fall out of him, like in Mario Brothers when you die, and they bounce around. And all the children come up and they take the gold and they go, "Yay! Hooray! The Yule is back!"
And then we smash the Stocking Home snow globe, which creates a
Okay, well, we
magical-
don't have to use. You don't have to force it all in.
We gotta use it.
We just want to eat this thing.
No, but inside that, the whole town can come inside because it can create a 9-course meal for up to 100 people.
Wow, very good. All right, and you've created a new pop-up replacement great hall for everybody to
But
enjoy.
the mansion goes right on top of the mayor.
Yes, just like smashing the Wicked Witch of the West.
That's right.
Smashes the mayor, and everybody comes. The elves come into town, and the Yule feast is saved thanks to our heroes, the Snowflakes.
The snowflakes! Merry Yuletide!
A merry
To one and all.
A merry Yule to
Happy
you.
holidays to everyone. From Knights of the Roll Table to you.
From Knights of the Rolled Table.
Now go out and make life a festive adventure.